Welcome back to Kitchen Foundations. Today we are going to make some Mojo Braised Pork. It's citrusy, it's herby, it's fatty, it's everything you could want in a roasted pork. We used to kind of just focus more on product reviews and things like that when we first started our channel a year ago. And I've decided to change the format a little bit. I've decided that I am just going to share with you what we make in our house and, highlight some of the equipment along the way, focus on great technique just like before, and, just kind of share with you what we eat here at our house. So that's kind of the direction I was thinking that we're going to go with this channel. Honestly, I couldn't afford to buy a new pan every time we had a new episode. So, I mean, they're $100, $200, $300, $400 each. So we're going to, make food, talk about the equipment we use, talk about the technique that we use as well. And, if I get a new pan or knife or two along the way, then we'll definitely feature that. And we'll feature what I already have too. So, so stick with us and we're going to make some great pork today. So the main flavor of the Mojo pork is going to come from the citrus and from the herbs. So we're going to start by zesting 2 limes. And then we're also going to zest 2 oranges. Traditionally, they use sour oranges for this, but I find that the combination of limes and orange kind of mimics that, because sour oranges aren't always the easiest to find if you don't have a good Latin market in your area. So we're also going to take the juice. So the oranges are really juicy and easy to squeeze. The limes in Texas, for some reason, are not. They're really hard, and I don't know why that is, but they seem a lot drier. So I was poking them with the tip of the knife to kind of loosen them up a little bit, and that seemed to work better. But I don't know why the ones here in Texas are so hard to juice. Anyway, so next we took the serrano chili. We're gonna leave all of the ribs and seeds in. It's just one. It won't be that hot once it gets diluted with everything else that's in this marinade. We're also gonna chop up a shallot. It doesn't really matter how you chop it because it's all gonna get blended anyway. You could throw it in whole if you wanted to. I don't, just to make sure that it gets pulverized to the way that I want it. Next, we're going to take some garlic cloves. Just some gentle pressure will get the skin to release. I cut off the little ends because I don't want that in my sauce. So we'll just get the last clove of garlic. This is fresh oregano. You could use dry, but I wouldn't. It's not really the same flavor profile once it's dried. And then this is fresh mint. So it kind of has a mojito type vibe to it. And then also we are going to take some parsley and throw that in as well. It doesn't add a ton of flavor, but it helps the marinade to get a little bit greener. As you can see, I have my parsley stored in Ziploc bags with paper towels. It helps them last a lot longer in their fridge. That was pink Himalayan salt, and then this is avocado oil. So we're going to start by blending on low and then gradually increasing the speed. And then we are going to add a little bit more avocado oil. It was a little bit thick, so you want it to be a little bit more viscous. You want it to be able to coat a spoon, almost like a sauce consistency. And then you want to try it to make sure the seasoning is right. And then that is our pork butt. We're going to cut into 3 pieces to increase the surface area so that the marinade has more of the meat to get into and do its thing with. So we're just going to put this in a plastic gallon zip top bag. I'm going to season the meat liberally with a pink Himalayan salt. And then we throw it in the gallon zip top bag. It's about to fall over, but I caught it. And then in goes the marinade. And I had to use a metal spoon because I don't have any rubber spatulas right now. I actually just ordered some today and I'm really excited about it. They'll be here tomorrow. And mix, 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 and into a container so that it doesn't spill all over your fridge if the seal fails. And then now it's the next day, and we have a preheated oven to 420 degrees. Anywhere from 400 to 450 would work. I am using a 3.5 quart sauteuse by La Creuset. That was on sale, I don't know, about 6 months ago for a couple $100. So I picked one of those up. It's actually my first piece of La Creuset in a long time. I like it, but there's things that I don't like about it as well. I don't really love the white interior or off-white, whatever it is, because it tends to show a lot more than the Staubs with the black interior. And the outside enamel coating doesn't really hold up as well as the Staubs either. There's a lot of wear and tear on it, and I've only had it, I don't know, 6 months to a year. I can't remember when I got it, but it hasn't been that long. So anyway, into the 420 degree oven. It's been in there for about 25 minutes. And you can see it has browned slightly. So I'm going to put the cover on, but not all the way because I want it to evaporate a little bit so that the sauce will reduce, but I don't want it completely uncovered because it'll reduce too fast. And then after 2.5 to 3 hours, we pull it out. I'm sorry, after 20 minutes, 25 minutes, we reduce the heat down to 325. And then after 3 hours, this is what it looks like. The meat should be fork tender and easily pulling apart like that. So next we bring the meat over to the bowl of a KitchenAid stand mixer. You absolutely could do this with a couple forks and shred it that way, but I found it's a lot faster just to use a mixer with a paddle attachment. And there's our dog Mia, who smells the meat and is just waiting for me to drop something. She's trying to give me the puppy dog eyes, but I didn't see her. And there she is in the background again. So the KitchenAid mixer, I put the paddle attachment on, raised the bowl, and started on really slow. Because if you don't start on slow, it's going to throw meat and fat and liquid all over the place, and it's going to be a big mess. So gradually increase the speed to medium-low and then to medium. So I probably mixed it for, I don't know, 2-3 minutes. And you see Mia sniffing the air and licking her lips. So after a couple of minutes, 2-3 minutes, we killed the mixer, and now we're going to strain the cooking liquid. It's got a lot of like just little meat particles and things you don't really want. So we strain it out, and then we add a couple of ladlefuls back into the mixing bowl. So this will rehydrate the meat, and it'll also season it as well. And you just need to mix on low from now. You don't really have to do it on too high. And then we'll do a second installment. And again, just mix on low speed. So that's all there is to it. Just kind of knock off the beater, and there it is, the Mojo pork. So there you have it. That's our Mojo pork. It is a Cuban-inspired pork that has endless possibilities. You can use it anywhere that you would use carnitas or like barbecue pork. So you could use it in pulled pork sandwiches, quesadillas, tacos, Cuban sandwiches. You could just eat a pile of it with rice and beans and some plantains. Really, you can use it anywhere your imagination goes. So I highly recommend that you try it. It's really good. It's really flavorful. It's fatty. It's salty. It has good acid to it. So I think you should try it. Anyway, this is Kitchen Foundations. Please like, subscribe, share, all those good things that everyone on YouTube asks you to do. And we'll see you next time on Kitchen Foundations. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.